Orientating the map, navigation for beginners. Hi, my name is Ben, I'm a UK-based mountain leader and welcome to Summit and Beyond. I did an 8 steps to like the theory of navigation yesterday. I'll leave a link to that video up here if you haven't already watched it. Basically just takes you through the 8 basic steps of navigation. The first one is orientating the map. There are 2 ways that you can orientate the map. There's orientating the map by looking at the ground around you, looking at the features on the ground around you, and then opening the map and then turning the map so the map fits the ground. That's one way of doing it. The downside of doing it that way is that you are not orientating the map exactly to the ground. The reason that you can't do that is because you are so small and the map is so small and the ground that the environment that you're in is huge. You can be out by quite a lot. But for navigation, for actually getting a bearing, doing pacing, timing, like we discussed in the 8 steps, if it was like nighttime or poor weather, you would want to orientate the map as close to exact as you can. And the way you do that is you use the compass. Every map has a north, a south, an east and a west side of the map. So on this map here you would have north, south at the bottom, and then you've got east and you've got west. Now it's important that you know where north is on the map, because that's how we're gonna orientate it to the ground using the compass. So the way that we know north is by the writing. So if I can read the writing, if the writing's at the top like this, so it says the English Lake, then I know that this is the north edge of the map. If you haven't got this bit of the map open, that's fine, because there are words all over the map. So let me just, I'm struggling to find my words today, so you might have the map like this. So if we can't see the top of the map, it might be that there's this here and it might say like, it'll say river, and then let's say there's a road here, it would say road. So by looking at this, none of the words, it wouldn't say road upside down. All the words are the same way. It's all readable from one angle. So I would know that this is north on the map, and this is south, this is east, and this is west. That's how the maps are written. So it's important that when you're orientating your map, you put it down on the floor. Taking a knee, like getting down on one knee. So taking a knee like this and popping the map onto your knee is cool, like as long as you're nice and firm with that. So I could put my compass down on the map and then orientate my map like that. That's pretty cool, that works. But even better is to actually put the map down on the floor and use the ground. Preferably firm ground, so that the map doesn't move around and the compass doesn't slide about. So the eastings are the lines going across the map. The lines going up are the northings. I would put the compass, the black line, onto one of the eastings with the direction of travel arrow pointing up to the north. If you want to know more about the compass, I've made a video on the compass which I'll link up here. It's got all the different features of the compass and some explanation of how we use them. So yeah, I put the black line on an easting with the marching arrow pointing up to the north side of the map, or the north edge of the map. I would turn it around till the compass needle is pointing north, as well as the orientation arrow that's painted onto the bezel and the marching arrow. So everything now is pointing north. The map, the compass, the direction of travel arrow, the marching arrow is pointing north straight up north to the top of the map. The compass needle's pointing north to the top of the map. The orientation arrow's pointing north to the top of the map. By doing this, you have orientated your map to magnetic north, which means your map is now orientated as close as you can possibly get it to the ground that you stood on. Now, there's a couple of downsides to this, a couple of things you really need to watch out for. If you're at the summit, if you're at like a rocky summit, or you're by a pile of rocks, or you're by a trig point at a summit or high ground, you need to move away from that to actually orientate your map and take your bearing, because the metallic properties of the rock can move the compass needle, and then you are not actually going to get your bearing correct. Make sure that if you're at the summit of a mountain, or you're at a big rocky area or a trig point, that you move slightly away from that so it doesn't interfere with your compass. That is how you orientate your map. I hope you found this video useful. I'll be putting out another video tomorrow, and that will be on taking a bearing. I think that getting out into the mountains, getting out into the wild areas is essential for our health and well-being, and I think doing it in all kinds of weather, all throughout the year, is important. And I think that navigation is a skill that you need to stay safe. Thanks for watching. In a bit.